So hello student, welcome back to Junior Sprint, and today in this video I am going to tell you about the assessment procedure of class 10 examination, which was cancelled by the Central Board of Examination due to COVID-19. Okay, so in this video I am going to tell you how these marks should be given to all the student. Okay, so for seeing this procedure you should continue with our video and see the end of it. Okay, so I am sure in this video I will try to clear your doubt about this assessment. Okay, that means how this marks would be given to all of you, those who have exam, those whose exams have been cancelled. Okay, so without wasting time, let's start. But before I begin, I will request all of you, please subscribe our channels and hit the bell icon so that you can get this notification regarding our video. Okay, so let's start. See, here in this video I will try to discuss different steps how this assessment should be given to all of you. Okay, so as per the notice, that means announced by the Central Board of Secondary Education, the assessment of this 80 marks would be done by the school. Okay, so 80 marks would be done by school. You should keep in mind these things, and in earlier classes you also notice that 80 marks is conducted by the schools, and 20 marks is internal assessment, and same like that 80 marks now also will be assessed by the school. Okay, so for that reason, how they will manage these things without taking any examination, and I will discuss one after one. Okay, so see, first things in this previous slide steps. Okay, so based on the marks scored by the candidate, the different test exams conducted by the school during these years. Okay, so in first case they will decide based on the marks, okay, scored by the student. Okay, based on the marks scored by the student in different examination. Okay, in different examination. Okay, in different examination. So suppose in your school they have taken two tests. Okay, so one is 680 marks, and I am sure in different school like Don Bosco school and some other schools also, they have taken two pre-board examinations of 80 marks and some other examinations also. So if your schools also took this kind of examination, then they will take this scored by based on these examinations. Okay, so one thing this you have to keep in mind, that based on this 80 marks examination or some fractional exam marks examinations also be conducted by different school. So based on these marks they will decide what or how marks should be given to their student. Okay, so you have to keep in mind these things. And next is that the marks should be in this consonants. Okay, so with this past performance of the schools in class 10 board examination. Suppose in previous examinations you have taken that means you have got 70 marks out of 80. Okay, 70 marks out of 80. Then based on these 70 marks they will try to give it what kind of student you are. If you got 70 marks out of 80, they can again that means give you 70 marks. Okay, so based on this kind of marks you can that means you have to satisfy. Okay, so another thing is that some of the student who decided that will increase their marks after this pre-board examination. Yes, maximum student should take this decision that in my previous, that means in my pre-board examinations I have not good scored, but in this board examination I will that means do a good score, because in this that means 1 month or 2 months which I will get, I will change myself and study well for getting a good score. But as the student have not got this kind of time for, that means cancellations of exam, they will not, that means prepare themselves for this exam. And if you want to give this exam, no problems, you can give it, no problem. But those who got whatever marks in your pre-board examination will be given based on these examinations. Okay, so this is number 2 information. and see. So now it is number 3. This is that suppose while 20 marks for this subject, suppose you have 80 marks is chosen from your internal assessment, like in pre-board examination, suppose this 80 marks is given, but your total marks is 100. Okay, so for your simplicity they took this exam for 80 marks and suppose given to you 70 marks. Out of you 80 you have got 70 marks, and this 20 marks is also there because 100 marks is divided into two parts. One is 80 and another is 20, and this 2 marks is totally based on this your school assessment. Okay, so in this school they will I'm sure they will give a good score out of this 20, because this 20 marks is totally based on the school's performance of you. Okay, so while 20 marks for each subject will be for internal assessment as every year. Okay, so 80 marks will be calculated based on the students performance in various tests of exams throughout the year. Okay, so this is actually CBSE's main criteria, that this 20 marks is based on the school's performance and this 80 marks is also based on the school's performance, but this 80 marks is that means given as per the exams is taken. Okay, so 80 marks is by taking exam, and whatever marks you got will get this. Suppose let me draw these things again. Okay, so suppose out of 100 marks, okay, 100 marks, there is two part, one is 20 marks and another is 80 marks. Okay, so out of 80 marks, suppose you got 70 marks in pre-board examination. Okay, so make it clear that in pre-board examination. Okay, so in pre-board examination, suppose you have got 70 marks out of 80, and this out of 20, suppose they will basically provide you 18 or 15 or sometimes based on your performance. Suppose you will you have got 18 marks. Okay, so by adding these two marks together, you will get how much? You will get 70 plus 18 becomes how much? It is 8 and it is 8, that is 88 marks. These 88 marks would be calculated based on this out of 100. Okay, so this procedure I am sure they will take. Okay, so you have to consult your school teachers also if they, that means take another decisions also, but this is the decisions taken by the CBSE board examinations. Okay, so if you hope that this information is helpful for you, then you can like our video and share it with your friends. Okay, so I have told you that in previous video that I will provide another video for this class assessment procedure. So in this video I have taken it, so I will take another video regarding this step when or how this exam result should be checked. Okay, so for seeing this video you have to stay with us, and I will take this video as fast as possible. Okay, so I am sure this out of 100 marks distributions you have understand it. Okay, so stay with us and hit this bell icon to get our next video regarding it. Okay, so thanks for watching.